Hi everyone. So my literacy experience varies greatly throughout my life. I think I mentioned before I was in ESL up until the third grade, so reading was not fun for me. It's not something I did for enjoyment. Same thing for high school. I had a hard time understanding what the point of reading even was. I remember we had to read the Odyssey, which happens to be my least favorite book because I could not get into it at all, and I decided I wasn't going to read it. I just put it aside. Big mistake. Everything in college somehow relates to the Odyssey. I know that now. But in college, I actually took a creative writing course that opened my eyes to so much, especially to Junot Diaz. And I think that the reason that was so important to me was because he's a Dominican writer, and I've never seen that before. I've never heard of that before. I couldn't even believe it when I read it. I understood it. It meant something to me. I understood the sarcasm and the jokes and the vernacular. Just it all just made sense to me, and that's when I realized there is more to literature than the Odyssey. And I definitely learned a lot from that creative writing class and learned about different types of different subject matters that are out there in terms of literature. So I don't have a favorite subject matter, but I am into a lot of Black noir. I'm into mystery. I'm into it's a whole variety of things. I don't think I have a favorite. Um, I definitely enjoy reading for fun now. Like I just enjoy doing it on my own. My favorite book has to my favorite it kind of changes throughout the time. So at the in high school, I mean in college when I was in that class, Junot Diaz, This Is How You Lose Her, I would reread it as much as I possibly could. But now I think The Alchemist is my favorite, but because of the point in time of my life where I read it when I was really confused and conflicted about what to do and what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be and all these philosophical questions that had me stuck. And I came across the book, and it was just I couldn't be a better time. I couldn't have read it at a better time, and I just think that that made all the difference to me. So that really stuck with me. It really resonated with me, and I just felt like the way those words just transcended through the page and just made me feel like things were going to be okay. Some man that I never met wrote these words but made me feel okay. I think that just shows the power of words. And that makes me enjoy writing. I love writing, and I know that I do need to work on it. It's hard for me to get the whole past tense, present tense thing. I have, for some reason, it doesn't come naturally to me, but I do work on it. I do try to get help whenever I need it, and I do revise my work as often as I can. But definitely, I think that writing and reading, I don't have a favorite. I just think they go hand in hand. When I read, I practice what I enjoy of it, and I put it in my writing. And when I write, I learn to understand things that I read before. I think it's just a constant going back and forth, which just makes it so amazing. Um, but yeah, that is my literacy experience in a nutshell.